Hey guys, Chef Jay, your Ace Hardware Grilling Expert. Today, I'm going to show you how to make some mom's meatloaf on the Traeger. So first things first, we're going to head out, get the Traeger fired up, and then we'll come back in, talk about ingredients, get our prep done, and then rock out one amazing meatloaf. We'll go ahead and fill the Traeger today with my favorite Ace Reserve Blend pellets, and we're going to set today's cooking temperature at 375 degrees. That is going to make one mean meatloaf. Our ingredients today are going to be super easy, but absolutely flavorful when it comes to the Traeger. We're starting off with 2 pounds of ground beef. We have a half of a sweet onion, just a small sweet onion, cut in half, diced nice and fine. We've got 3 large eggs, a cup of panko, a cup of cheese mix, tablespoon of garlic, and I know we've got a lot of different rubs and seasonings and sauces available at your local Ace. Today, we're going to use a little apricot in the meatloaf and on top of the meatloaf, and then seasoning it up. Today, we're going to use that Traeger Rub as well. Simple, quick, easy, delicious. We've got the ground beef added into the bowl. We'll go ahead and scrape out that garlic. We'll get our garlic added to the ground beef. Next thing, we're going to add the breadcrumbs. We're going to add our cheese. We're going to add the onions, and then we need to crack in some eggs and be careful not to get any shells in there, which we successfully did not, so we're in a good place. Now that we have the eggs in, hold on. Now that we have the eggs in, time to add the apricot sauce. So we're going to add a half a cup of sauce into the bowl. This is going to help add some flavor and moisture in the meatloaf. And then, as we always say, season as light or as heavy as you would prefer. So we're going to add 1, 2, about 3 tablespoons of the Traeger Rub. Next up, we are going to mix this all up and form the meat loaf. Okay, as we're mixing this up, it's important to note, you want to make sure you get everything mixed in really well, from the cheese to the sauce to the rub to the breadcrumbs. What is going to happen is the moisture in here, eggs and sauce and everything, are going to activate those breadcrumbs, and you're going to see this start to thicken up. Now, I'm going to form 2 mini meatloaves, so what I'm going to do is separate this. Now we're going to let these rest once they're mixed for about 10 minutes, just so those breadcrumbs thicken it up, activate, and get this ready to go on the Traeger. After sitting for 10 minutes, what we first do is kind of go through and form a football. Then I'm going to just put it on this pan, push down on it, and get it all set like that. We are all preheated to 375. We have meatloaf number 1 in here, and my tip is flip your pan upside down, put the meatloaf into your hand, and let it sit right there on the top shelf. Now, a couple different ways to track temps. You can use your Traeger probe, which I'm going to use. If you have Wi-Fi or meter, you can use that as well. We'll go ahead and plug this in. We're going to set today's desired doneness for 155 degrees. Well, here we are right at that 145 degrees. Took us about 40 minutes to get here. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that apricot sauce to the top, and we'll just kind of brush this on here with our silicone basting brush. Now, the cool thing is we're going to do this the last 10 or so minutes, right? We hit 145. We're going to leave this on now until it hits 155. That should be perfectly glazed, ready to go, and we'll see you in the kitchen. We are done. Temperature just hit 155 degrees. We rested it for 5 minutes, and look at that. How is that for meatloaf fantasticness, right? Oh, so delicious. Oop, I have to eat that piece. Delicious and tasty meatloaf on the Traeger in about an hour. That is super helpful. Now, if you're looking for something else that's amazing and delicious you could cook on your Traeger, check out our baked potato recipe. That coming up next.